All right, we're live. Back on the podcast, streaming from the Four Local Beer Fest. We're here with Odd Logic, sort of. Sort of. We've got Sean from Odd Logic over here. Now, Sean, this is your first beer fest you've ever worked, correct?
Correct. I've been to many, but this is the first one actually working.
And you don't actually work for Odd Logic, do you?
I would like to, eventually. That's the goal.
So you're not on a W-2 or anything?
No.
So not on payroll?
No, I volunteered to help as much as I could with anything you needed.
This is a podcast first. We have a fan working the beer
Yes.
fest.
They make the best hosts.
That's awesome. So yeah, I mean, Odd Logic is no stranger to our podcast, and obviously no stranger to you as well. So you're a huge fan of Odd Logic, and they decided to call you up and put you on payroll for the day, huh?
Yes, they did.
Awesome. And they brought one of the beers that's near and dear to our podcast here. It's Stigma Crusher. So I'm going to pour these out for us, and then Sean's going to read off his little piece of paper here.
I'll try without reading. I think I can get it now.
Please read off the paper.
Would you like me to?
Sean,
Okay.
pick up the paper.
All right.
All right, go.
Stigma Crusher is a 5.5% hazy pale ale that was created to help raise funds and support for mental health awareness. We partnered with the National Alliance of Mental Illness, or NAMI for short, more specifically their Bucks County chapter, to bring this initiative to life. We donate the proceeds of every batch that we brew to NAMI Bucks County, and it has allowed them to fund multiple programs for months at a time. This year, actually, our yeast supplier opened up an East Coast facility in Philadelphia and reached out to join the initiative by donating the yeast for every batch brewed.
I wish you could just read bedtime stories for me.
I mean, we can
Such a
arrange
nice
something.
voice right there.
Thank you. I've always thought
You should just do like audiobooks.
I guess I have a new career path.
Yeah, audiobooks. I think it was hilarious when I was like, you know what? I'll pull up the tasting notes for the pale ale. That way we can talk about it. And you're like, hold on, I haven't eaten. I have a piece of paper.
Listen,
Have you been whipping out the paper at
no,
every table?
I have not.
Okay, you've memorized.
I've memorized it, and I'm telling it in different ways based on how the conversations go at the tables, which is good. But just getting that initiative out there and letting them know for all the mental health awareness and all that.
Yeah, this is something that Odd Logic and Tim especially is just passionate about. I mean, he couldn't say enough things when we were on the podcast about what he sought to do with this, and it's awesome when breweries and beer fests, come together for a for a charity, for an organization to raise awareness. It's awesome, and we're at Four Local right now, is raising awareness and raising money for Laurel House, which is great.
That's exactly why we brought the Stigma Crusher, join in all the charity events.
Nice. So you've been a fan of Odd Logic since the beginning?
Yes.
Since the beginning. Yeah. First one through the door?
No, I was actually not. I actually went right before the pandemic hit and they had to close their doors.
Oh,
So
okay.
I got that taste, and then it got taken away from me for a little
First
bit.
one to have cans put in the passenger side seat of his car?
Yes.
Okay.
And ever since then, I just keep going back.
Nice.
Every beer is good. They haven't had a bad one. They love to try different things, and everything they're for, their atmosphere there is just fantastic.
They have one of the best brewery atmospheres I've ever seen. I love the spray paint. The street art outside is awesome. They always have a slammin' food truck.
Yep.
If I didn't live over an hour away from the place, I'd be there almost all the time.
Luckily, I live 5 minutes down the road.
I know you're just walking there. Okay.
No, that's a little too much. I don't like to walk.
All right, 5 driving. All
There
right.
you go. 5 driving.
Not a big walker.
No, not a walker.
That's awesome, Ed.
Yeah.
But hey, glad you could come on and talk about this beer. What is your favorite beer at Odd Logic?
Ooh, I don't think I have a
I
favorite.
don't have a favorite.
Oh,
God,
don't start with me.
a true fan over here, a true fanboy.
No, I love trying all the different things he's tried, and recently he made a what he called the Anomaly. It was a hazy IPA that was dark. It was pretty much black.
He talked about this one,
Yes,
yeah. So it had was it the roasted malt that he put in it?
I believe it was the roasted.
He talked about putting the roasted malt in, and
Yeah.
it came out dark.
It came out
This was
wonderfully
on our
dark.
episode I'd say about 2 weeks ago. He talked about
yeah.
this.
I was just talking to him this morning about it. I still actually have a can or two in my fridge, and he's excited to have me bring it back in because right now he's working on creating that again, but without dark.
That's awesome.
So-
I think we had Into Another Dimension on our podcast when we talked to him and hit their IPA game, because right now Tim has kind of assumed the owning and brewing like head brewer responsibilities now. So like he's kind of taken the helm on a lot there.
Okay.
And with his assistant brewer, they have been making some killer IPAs.
Yeah,
lately. They're
they definitely
going
have.
into the IPA game, but I mean they've always had really good stouts. And
Yeah.
the spray paint can one is one that
Yeah. It would probably be up there as one of the top.
one of the top beers, and he said he still had one in the fridge that he was going to save for me. So I hope.
You should have told me. I would have brought it up.
Oh man,
You should have reached out.
I should have.
See the problem here?
Yeah, see, I don't prepare much. I just say I'm just gonna have the people come to me. Tim's gonna be there, of course.
Nope.
And then I see this
Some
guy. I'm
stranger.
just like, who's this guy with an Odd Logic T-shirt on?
This is some stranger.
Just literally some stranger. Literally does not even work for them.
Hey, I think we make the best people to promote the beer.
I don't know. I agree. That's why we do the podcast.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. So tasting notes on this. I mean, I know it's called Stigma Crusher, but it's also an extremely crushable pale
Yes.
ale.
It's
So
very light and refreshing.
easy
very
to drink.
fruity.
And I think we're looking at 5.5%.
Yeah.
So Odd Logic, they do great work there, guys. So I'm not even gonna make you. Actually, do you know their social media? Can you say it off the top of your head? Can you promote their social media right now?
I believe they're on Facebook and Instagram
At
at Logic Brewing Company.
Odd Logic Brewing. Close. No, it's okay.
Okay.
I still remember it off the top of my head because I had to write up notes from the last episode. So
Yeah.
no worries. Don't worry. I got you.
I'm still working on all the social media things. I'm not very hip, I guess you put it.
You don't have to. You don't even work for a man. I'm just putting you on the spot. I'm sorry.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
But yeah, guys, go check them out in Bensalem, Pennsylvania.
Bristol.
Bristol. Sorry,
See, you thought you knew everything.
it's Bristol, Bensalem. It's that whole northeast area.
And
They love.
Salem.
They love. It's Bensalem.
And Salem.
I know.
Come on.
I say it to anger people.
Oh, it worked. I'm not even from there.
I heard a comedian say Bensalem one time when they were going around talking about their tour dates, and
Oh, and it stuck, didn't it?
it stuck. Now I can't not say it.
That's okay. I live in Levittown, and I've heard Leave It Town.
Appropriate.
That's what I hear too.
All right, man. Hey, appreciate you coming on, man.
Thank you very much.
All right, we'll be back with maybe some people who actually work at the breweries, but this was a ton of fun.
Yes, it was.
All right.